Allow me to share with you the CBP enforcement numbers for July. 212,672 persons were encountered attempting entry along the southwest border, a 13% increase over June 2021.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you, that video you just saw right there is absolutely ridiculous. It really is absolutely ridiculous, right? And this is a situation that I'm sick and tired of the Democrats ignoring, because this is not a problem you can continue to ignore, but yet sit here and try to talk to me about protecting this country and keeping people safe, okay? And what I'm talking about is the fact that you have people packed into these migrant detention facilities, the same ones that Biden and Kamala said they was gonna shut down, the same exact ones, packed, no mask, okay? Some of them wearing masks, some of them are not, right? And then some of these same people are being released into this country, but yeah, you're sitting here trying to tell people about how to run their state when it comes to COVID and protecting us from a virus, when you're letting people into this country, packing them into detention facility. They don't have masks, they're not socially distancing, but you're trying to lecture other people about it. Again, just seeing stuff like this, it just pisses me off, because the Biden administration is nowhere to be found, and Kamala Harris is nowhere to be found, the Democrats are nowhere to be found, and the liberal media is nowhere to be found. They're nowhere to be found. But our Border Patrol agents, right? The people who put their lives on the line every single day to protect this country from an influx of people that we don't know who they are. They have to deal with it. They have to deal with the incompetence of this administration. I ain't even call it incompetence, because they want this to happen. This is what they want. I'm convinced this is what they want. Okay, shout out to Representative Andy Biggs from Arizona, because he introduced articles of impeachment for Alejandro Mayorkas, okay, the guy that's running the border, basically the head of Homeland Security for the Biden administration, because he is presiding over a once-in-a-lifetime border crisis, and he is failing miserably. So he gotta go. He gotta go. I think it's fair to call for him to go at this point, because he is failing at his job, okay? He's failing. And just like Alejandro Mayorkas was explaining in the video, right? The video at the beginning of this video, okay? He said almost 200,000 people, right? More than 200,000 people attempted to cross the border last month in July, right? Just the fact that over 200,000 people had the cojones to try to come into this country illegally tells you that they think that Biden's border policies are soft. Right? They think that his border policies are non-existent. They don't believe a damn word that comes out of Biden and Kamala's mouths, because they still are coming. 200,000 people, guys. That alone is enough to tell you that these people are not cut out for the job, period. Because if what you're saying was actually real, if you meant what you said and you was executed, 200,000 people would not be attempted, right? People would think 3, 4, 5, 6 times before they even attempt to cross the border. That's what Trump did, right? That is the point of Trump's policies. People didn't like it. People always inhumane, but it made people think, okay? It made people reconsider, which is the whole point. But before I get too heated, okay, I'm going to read this article real quick. Let you guys know what's currently going on at the border, because some of these Border Patrol agents are fed up. They're taking video, right? They're taking video of what's going on and trying to leak it to the public to get people to actually care about this issue, right? Because they're struggling, right? These are brave men and women at the border who are literally the front line defense of this country. Do people understand that the front line defense of this country is Border Patrol? Okay, they are, okay, and they deserve some respect. They deserve better, okay. New video shows illegal immigrants packed tightly inside a room at Border Patrol's facility in Texas, where swamp border agents are reaching their breaking point, according to a report. Townhall said it obtained the troubling 10-second clip from a fed-up Border Patrol agent in the Rio Grande Valley Sector, documenting the overwhelming number of people being held in custody after sneaking over the border from Mexico. This has surpassed the point of sustainability. This is lunacy, the unidentified agent told the website. The footage, which appears to have been recorded through a hallway monitoring window, shows people covering virtually every inch of floor in the room, with some lying next to each other head to foot. Some were wearing masks at times, but others whose faces were blurred out appeared to be without face coverings. Again, this is disgusting. This is disgusting, right? And listen, this ain't just what I'm saying. The Democrats agreed with me a couple years ago, right? The Democrats agreed with me, okay? That's why they was at the border grandstanding. But for whatever reason, I don't see that anymore. They don't care about these people anymore. God, I'm heated. I'm heated for this because this is one of these issues, guys. One of my top issues that I really, really care about is immigration. I really, really care about this issue, okay? And this is one of the issues that just pissed me off because the Democrats on this issue are just, the hypocrisy is outrageous. I mean, they're hypocrites on everything, but this might be the number one thing, right? This might be number one. The massive influx of illegal immigrants has been putting a strain on resources, with facilities across the southwestern border filling way beyond capacity limits. More than 10,000 people were in custody in the Rio Grande Valley alone as of August 1st, according to the Reuters analysis of government data. The Border Patrol in recent months has taken to processing migrants under the Anzadelas Bridge in Mission, where temperatures hover above 95 degrees. So let's watch this video. These are people packed, guys, packed under a bridge in the middle of the summer. Packed on the bridge in the middle of summer in the heat because our facilities are overflowing. They're overflowing. So they packed them under a bridge. Where's AOC? Where's all the Democrats that was at the border crying and whining and boo-hooing? Where they at? They're nowhere to be found because they don't give a damn, okay? They don't care. They don't care. The ACLU on Monday called on the Biden administration to close the inhumane detention center after shocking footage emerged showing nearly 1,000 people being held under the bridge. Okay, this is the liberal ACLU, guys, telling the Biden administration close up these migrant detention centers, which I don't necessarily agree with because we need detention centers. The Biden administration really needs to just close the border. We're not open. I'm sorry. We're going through a pandemic. This is Democrats' argument, okay? This is their argument. We're going through a pandemic. We can't have people come in this country right now while we're trying to get things under control, right? This is a Democrat argument, right? That's all the reason that you need to close the border. Close the border down. We can't take anybody at this point, okay? We can't take, and it's not like I'm not against immigration, right? I just want it done legally, right? We know who is coming to this country. What is so hard about that? Why is that so difficult for people to understand? I don't know. The White House has faced renewed pressure over how to deal with the border crisis. More than 2,200 unoccupied children were being held in Border Patrol facilities as of August 1st, double the number just a month earlier, according to Reuters. While those levels are still below those seen in mid-March, when the agency held more than 5,700 unaccompanied kids at border stations, activists have expressed alarm at the situation, saying the facilities aren't fit for young kids. Well, no shit. Of course they aren't. Of course they're not, right? These young kids were unfit to be smuggled across Mexico to this country, right? Of course they're not, which is why you need to close the border so that people stop sending their kids here thinking that, hey, they're going to, get in, okay? God, it's really not that hard. Overall apprehensions, including families and single adults, are on pace to be the highest ever recorded this fiscal year. David Shahalan, a top U.S. Department of Homeland Security official, said in a court declaration filed this month, record numbers of unaccompanied children, more than 19,000, were likely encountered by Border Patrol agents in July, Shahalan said. U.S. Customs and Border Protection didn't return a request for comment Wednesday about the video. Yeah, because they got their agents leaking that, right? But guys, I mean, listen. This issue right here reminds me of the police issue. It does. And this is why it's so frustrating. Because like I told you, the Democrats love using our law enforcement as propaganda to push their agenda, even though they don't support law enforcement. They don't support border patrol. They don't support police. Okay? They was whining, crying, and boo-hooing at the border under Trump, right? And acting like, oh, this is a humanitarian situation when the crisis is 10 times worse under them and you hear nothing from them. Nothing whatsoever, right? Just like they were demonizing police, right? They demonized police all last year, okay? When it was politically expedient for them to do so. Now, all of a sudden, the Capitol event happens. Oh, they love police. We love the police. And the only police they love, by the way, are the Capitol Police. The police that protect them, by the way, right? Do you guys catch what's going on here, right? The police that protect them, they love the police. We support the police. Don Lemon giving interviews with the police, talking about how much they love the police and all that, right? Okay? But meanwhile, you have an epidemic of police officers being killed across the country, right? Murdered across the country by thugs and criminals and gangs. And Democrats are silent. They have nothing to say about that. Just like they have nothing to say about what's going on in the border. But if, under Trump, they cared about the border. But when the Capitol event happened, they cared about police. See, you see the game, guys? You see the game? There's no consistency from the Democrats. They don't care. They use law enforcement purely as a political tool. That's it. There are no principles there. And I wish that people will understand this. Because what's going on at the border, I mean, again, it's not good for public safety, right? It's not good for public health, which is what they claim they care about so much. And it's just hypocritical. And it's still happening. It's still happening. Nothing has changed. Literally nothing changed. Biden has done a lot of talk. Kamala went down to South America. Nothing has changed. Nothing. They've done nothing. They've basically ignored it. Because this is what they want. He told us what they want during the primary. Come. Come here. And they got exactly what they want. They don't care. They don't care. So, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.